Hello, everybody. I'm back here with Melissa Backus, the Vice President of Supplier Engagement with ALG Vacations. Melissa, thank you so much for taking the time today to jump on here and chat with me a little bit.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
All right, so I want to focus the beginning of this conversation around destinations. I know more and more destinations are trending with travelers, more are opening up and starting to sort of really pour the resources into attracting travelers into their borders. I was hoping you could tell us a little bit about how advisors can keep up and know which ones might be the best fit for their clients.
Absolutely. So I think before we even get into the destination choice, I think, travel advisors have a really hard job. They need to stay up to date on our industry trends, what the new hotel product is, what are the new destinations and upcoming changes in all of our travelers' behavior. So, really, constant education and professional development is key for how they can learn about everything that's happening in the marketplace. But they also need to be able to understand their customer preferences. What's on their travel bucket list? What do they want to travel to next? And I think the part that is really exciting is that they get to put those puzzle pieces together and really connect the client to the right experience. So I'm proud to say that at ALGV, we work really hard to provide advisors with all the resources, education, training, awareness that they need to make that process really as easy as possible. So a lot of work to be put into it before they even start selecting what destinations and new trends they're going to hit on.
Yeah, totally. I remember coming out of COVID, there was a sigh of relief when all these restrictions were being rolled back, but there's still restrictions in place. There's new
Mhm.
taxes, there's new requirements, things like that. So I know advisors' jobs are still very much paramount. I know with customers too, new preferences, different expectations keep coming up. I was hoping you told us a little bit about the best ways advisors can look at keeping those relationships with their old clients or with their current clients while also attracting a new clients who are going to sort of bring new life to their business, bring new revenue sources into their agencies.
Sure, sure. So I think what's really interesting about understanding what's happening in the marketplace is really looking at all of those trends that we kind of talked about. There are a lot of new trends to consider as we look at various generations of travel. So, from wellness and sober curious to traveling where your favorite TV shows might be streaming,
Yeah.
there's really a lot that needs to be considered. So, as we kind of talked about, advisors have to stay up to date and educated on all those industry trends. But in addition, they need to be able to market themselves and really be live on social platforms and really start kind of attracting a wider audience. So, being able to kind of create that inspirational content to drive and showcase their expertise is really paramount for them to keep the clients they have, but also attract the different generations of clients that they are starting to see in the marketplace that travel a little bit differently. And so, as new clients are coming in and repeat clients want to try new places, um, you know, the key for all of it is everybody needs to feel inspired. Everybody needs to feel that they're going to someplace sort of new and unique, or they're doing different things that they maybe haven't done in the past. I mean, I think we're both in the travel industry, so we know that travel is more than a destination, it's more than a hotel. It is really, a feeling. It's a collection of those memories and those moments that last really far beyond, your flight home. And so advisors, they really need to be able to personalize that experience for their customers and curate the right experience. And as long as they can do that and they are able to really customize, they're going to find it much easier to keep the clients that they have coming back and also bring in new clients that want to experience what they have to offer.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been hearing too. I've been talking to a lot of people about what this new generation of travelers and what this new generation of travel in general is going to be all about. And like you mentioned customization seems to be the big word. I'm hearing a huge buzzword, so it is interesting hearing you hear that as well. And like you mentioned, expertise seems to be the big thing. Whether they're
Mhm.
finding you through referrals, finding you on social media, finding you through a web search, they want someone who has the expertise and I think that's going to be important going forward as AI develops, as the internet continues to sort of do what it's doing these days as well.
Absolutely.
What about working with tour operators? I know this is a big thing for advisors now and in the past as well. I was hoping you could tell us a little bit about how can working closely with tour operators and even destinations help advisors offer better trips and stand out from their competition, both other advisors and OTAs and
Absolutely.
things like that. Yeah.
Absolutely. So this is my wheelhouse because I am working with our suppliers and our destinations all day to make sure we've got all of the right stuff that our advisors need to sell to our mutual clients. So we really do pride ourselves at ALGV in partnerships across the globe. And we work with the best in the industry. So the best airlines, best hotels, best DMCs, just to make sure that the breadth of product we have both meets the needs and exceeds the expectations of our mutual customers. Really working with the strongest suppliers and destinations, we're able to negotiate exclusive deals. We're able to provide unique product offerings like our Get Paid to Upgrade program and exclusive perks. And because we send the kind of volume we do to the market, it really allows us to create innovative strategies with these suppliers and these destinations to continue to offer unique things. But most importantly, we are also able to ensure that the clients are taken care of. So they have an ease of mind knowing that our strong relationships, because that's what we do all day as tour operators, is to manage and make sure we've got the best of, will allow them to do what they do best and sell the package and sell the travel. But once that person is in market, once that client's in market, our relationships are really helping to make sure that they're taken care of. So we continue investing in our elevation of destinations and suppliers. We want to make sure everybody's getting sort of the right experience. And it is a really big priority for us to make sure we have the right relationships and partnerships to do the best we can for our advisors.
Yeah. And I know it's a huge task, not just for your team, for advisors in general, to keep up to date on
Mhm.
new destinations, new products coming into the market. I was hoping we could talk one more about destinations. When it comes to sort of the new destinations, the ones that maybe are less familiar to advisors, are there any tools or training or technology that they should utilize in order to feel more confident when selling destinations, particularly destinations maybe they haven't experienced firsthand or maybe they haven't sold
Yes.
yet?
Absolutely. So I think what I love is that this is a place that we shine in terms of providing educations to the advisors. And education is definitely an advisor's best friend. Um, we utilize everybody in what we do. We utilize everything to learn as much as we can, whether it's social media or it's Google or whatever the case is. But that's what we want to be able to provide advisors on destinations and suppliers. So algvacations.com is powered by the technology of Vax. And so that has everything that you need to know about kind of our 6 brands. We also have ALGV Pro, and it's our number one source for certification, but it also has a full curriculum of suppliers and destination content. And so every time we add new big new destinations, unique destinations, we're also updating the content there. So you can go and do sort of short trainings and webinars, and we are making sure that all of what we have is available in Vax. But some of my favorite things that we've done in the last couple of years, since we really have expanded our destinations, are our travel logs, which are really our digital brochures. They're far more than that. They're really interactive, but it allows an agent to pass that on to a client. And it doesn't just give you hotels and information about the hotels we sell in those destinations, but it also gives you curated itineraries, destination information. We have another piece that's meant to be a pass along from an advisor to a client, and they're called our destination guides. And we've created those one-page guides to really allow an advisor to showcase their expertise to somebody that isn't yet decided on a destination. So it will have, our recommended hotels. It will be our recommended things to do. The curated itineraries are on there, but they're also going to tell you what is the currency, what's the average weather, what language do they speak in some of these countries. So it's allowing us to really hone in on the detail that the advisor doesn't have time to go out and find for every single destination that's being requested or coming their way.
Yeah. So I know we're running out of time, but I don't want to let you go before asking you what else is new with ALG Vacations. I know my audience really responds whenever we cover ALG Vacations, the products, the services, things like that. And I was hoping you could tell us a little bit about what's
Yeah.
coming or what else advisors keep an eye out for.
Absolutely. So I think, as you know, you'll continue to see all of those educational opportunities through us, the ones that the agents know and love, between MegaFams, Kindness Conference, our Ascend Conference, all of that's coming up and really just continues to be elevated year after year. I think you've spoken with somebody on our team about our Lux portfolio. So we're continuing to develop that Lux portfolio. And that's a great example where we took a trend in the industry and we really doubled down on making sure that we elevated the concierge desk and they had the right customer care experience, but also got exclusive amenities for those hotels. So really exciting stuff there. One of the things I'm most excited about is truly this expansion and this product breadth that we are moving into as we look at 2025. So where you'll see areas of focus will be always our tried and true Mexico, Caribbean, Hawaii, these great destinations you've known from us and have you come to love. But you'll also see things like Australia, New Zealand, Dubai, Thailand, a lot of these great, more exotic feeling destinations. They're going to be a lot more accessible because we have a great team of people out curating product, making sure we're working closely with those marketing materials so the agents and the advisors can be truly experts without having to do all that research and work, directly to find all that information themselves. And I can't wait to really help build that confidence in advisors to make sure they know that we are the right fit for anywhere their customers want to travel across the globe.
Yeah, I know how much excitement there are about those news destinations. And I just want to give a shout out because I was lucky enough to attend that first kindness conference, and I still think about the lessons and sort of the things I took
Yeah.
away. So highly recommend it for all advisors. Melissa, thank you so much for
Thank
chatting with me today.
you.
Really nice to talk to you. And I'm sure advisors will be in touch with you soon too.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for having me. Have a great
Thank you.
day.